Channel. My name is John Reno alongside commentator Stephen Johnson, bringing you Georgia Premier Division action. Kalonji Pro Profile back in the Georgia Premier Division, hosting Club the Strongest, the Los Tigres. Club the Strongest here, coming to you live from Charlie Jordan Field at the Shiloh Community Stadium here, and we're just underway here. Club the Strongest with the kickoff. They're going to go right to left on your screen, wearing the yellow and black. Kalonji all in white here, going from left to right. Yeah. So they got this one underway, Stephen, as quickly as they could here. So we'll try and catch up to them, but important, pivotal matchup for both clubs today.
Yeah, this is a battle between fifth and sixth on our table. Of course, 6 is the edge of the playoff positions here in the UPSL Premier Division for Georgia. So this can really decide who's in and who's out. Obviously, a few more weeks here. Club the Strongest, team that made it all the way to the finals of the Regional Cup, our preseason tournament, just to fall to Rovers in a
it was, well, it ended up ultimately being postponed and will be replayed last week. So that's going to have to be replayed. So that is the reason why they're behind on matches now. But
opponent get comfortable in your own house. Well, that's not exactly how you're going to do it, but still off to a good start. And just looking at the schedule,
throw goes in and
throws it
just
out.
Yeah, it's out, and just not the best play there for Club the Strongest, the Los Tigres. So goal kick here for Kalonji.
It's not exactly where you throw that during training, let's say, but I mean, having a long throw in your arsenal is a very nice tool to have. Can turn some of those can turn some of those throw-ins in the final third into a true set piece, and you'll take anything to get on the board here. Doesn't matter how ugly. Club the Strongest looks to be sitting off a little bit, trying to invite the pressure back in. But they got burnt over the top, so I feel like they're going to be playing a little bit further back, making sure that doesn't happen again. Good interception.
Nice interception there by Club the Strongest at midfield now. They're going to have to come back. Another thing about Kalonji, though, since they were away for a season, they've got several new faces here on the club, and some old stalwarts for Kalonji have moved on. We'll talk more about that later if we get a chance, but new look Kalonji team here, but still a contender for the Georgia Premier Division.
Certainly are, but I mean, there's just so many top dogs here at the top of this league. Aggressive play from the Strongest. I'm going to cycle it back out. They really seem to be overrun in the midfield at the moment, meaning that they're having to play down these wings, but
deflection off right into the goalkeeper Spencer's hands there. Fortunate bounce. Kalonji in control. That was Dopma, the captain. Could have been a yellow, maybe could have been a yellow.
Yeah, we see the ball right down that wing. Soom does a really good job of just possessing this ball. That should be a yellow card. Not a need for that. That is a very charitable referee right there to not be showing any colors this early on.
Yeah, I think that's why it's very, very early. So, free kick opportunity here for Kalonji. They've got their men set here. Here comes the kick into the box. Header was missed. And the defense able to get it back to the goalkeeper, Ben Hayes, for Los Tigres. Ow. Los Tigres saying, looking for someone to do something here. Elects to send it long. And it's taken by Kalonji. Control by Kalonji. Oh, here is a break
He's
here.
Onside.
For number 25 again. He moves in on goal, moves around the goal. Oh! It looked like he was going to move around the goalkeeper, but he just snatched that ball away from him and saved a goal.
That's fantastic goalkeeping. I mean, in those situations, it is so difficult to be a keeper because there's just so many things your opponent can do, but just takes a little bit too heavy of a touch, is unable to find his way around. And I actually don't believe number 25 is Jawaya, as fortunately he's not been listed as a number on our sheet, but either way, number 25.
Here we go again, but the offside here, but what a play.
Yeah.
What a play by Ben Hayes. Los Tigres goalkeeper just snatched that ball away, showing poise, showing patience, not panicking, and takes that ball right off his foot.
Yeah, that was absolutely wild. A bit too heavy of a touch there for the attacking player. Good, strong defending.
Yes, nice play there by the team in white here. That's what you expect to see from Kalonji. And here they go and again on the attack. They got two running down here, but Haynes is going to get to it. He had to go out there because he had two players buried down on that ball. So being challenged early is those Tigres. Again, if you're joining us, my name is John Reno alongside Stephen Johnson. Watching Georgia Premier Division soccer here on the ASMG YouTube network. Live from Charlie Jordan Field here at Shiloh Community Stadium. It's already 1-0. Kalonji Pro Profile back in the Premier League after a short absence, taking one season off, but they are back and looking great here today, Stephen.
Yeah, they certainly are. I mean, Club the Strongest is one of those teams that the entire season, ever since their defeat at the hands of Atlanta Rovers in the Fall Regional Cup, you're asking, are they a title contender? Are they just on the outside? And so many new blood teams, Strongest, are looking to make their mark at the top of the table. But right now it's Kalonji that are looking superb already with two clear-cut chances, and we're one really good save away from leading this game 2-0 already.
Exactly. So there's a free kick here for Kalonji. They're going to have to retreat here, and they'll reset here in the 12th minute now. And so far it's pretty much been all Kalonji.
Okay, I'm ready for my next guess as to who has our first goal of the game. Okay, good. They committed a foul there for you. Time to talk.
There you go. So you have time.
I believe that's Dante, the midfielder, who's been playing as a number 9 thus far. He's coming from those deeper positions. And honestly, that's why I was so convinced it was Jawa or Sumo early on, because he was running in from these outside positions basically as a member of the front line, but that's the mark of a good attacking midfielder. Like, you're just able to take up those positions so effortlessly. So Dante likely is who already has our first goal of the game, was very nearly on a second one, real close there.
Well, ball at midfield, and once again, Kalonji will draw it back. Back to Daphne, showing patience here. Now, Los Tigres starting to apply a little bit of pressure. Oh, there was a slip, but they're going to call a foul there. Kind of a bit of a late whistle there, but nonetheless, they're saying he was fouled, so quickly back in play here by Kalonji. On the left side, I get another whistle here. And we do get a yellow.
Ooh, who's that against?
Was it against Kalonji? Could be, as he was kind of looking that way.
We might be able to go to a replay just to get a better idea of, or we won't. It's a mystery, ladies and gentlemen. So now every time you see a card against a member of Kalonji, 25, I believe. So you said it was against Kalonji or Strongest?
It looked like it was Kalonji. He was looking that player's direction. He certainly wasn't looking at Los Tigres.
Well, I believe that was. Yeah, we don't know. Well, ladies and gentlemen, your guess is as good as ours. Let us know in the comments who you think is.
Yeah, the referee didn't make that clear at all. Who was getting the yellow there, but nonetheless,
yeah.
I think it's on Kalonji.
We'll just
I could be wrong. It would not be the first time.
Yeah, we'll just play through on this one.
Sumo, former Golden Boot winner here in the Premier Division. Always a player to have to contend with. A player you don't want to see coming down with the ball with a head of steam either. And there's just a long ball to no one that's going to go way out of play here.
Here's something I do want to highlight now that we have a quick second here, especially why I think a lot of things for Kalonji have been working. And I do want to point out, and this also led to my confusion with who's playing where, collaboration between Sorty, number 16, who is currently playing as that center forward in that number 9 position, and then Dante, who I think I referred to as number 9. He's more of a number 10, rather, the attacking midfielder. But it's almost playing as a bit of a shadow striker, where the striker is dropping off so much, dragging a man with him, and then the attacking midfielder is filling his space, really trying to attack that space in that defensive line, asking a lot of questions of Club the Strongest Atlanta. And so far, I mean, it's found 2 through balls and 2 ways to cut him through.
Yeah.
Okay, so it looks like we got confirmation. Looks like it's a yellow on Club the Strongest, number 7. That would be Daniel, if that's the case. So we will keep our eyes on that as this game continues, ladies and gentlemen.
So it was on Club the Strongest and not Kalonji. Okay.
That's it. I thought that Kalonji were awarded the free kick afterward, but like I said, ladies and gentlemen, we'll keep our eyes. It's not often you get a second yellow card, so I wouldn't be too concerned for it at the moment. But if the game starts falling apart, I mean, it's something we can potentially revisit. But at least the person who does know who got the yellow card is the referee, so he will let us know if somebody gets the second. Club the Strongest are trying to find their way through here, but so far it just balls in over the top, and I'll have to say this back line for Kalonji, starting with Jerwu, then having Carr, Diakate, Dafma, they're playing a really strong back line here that Strongest are not finding their way through at the moment. So we'll have to see how they want to try to attack this back four to get through. I mean, currently only trailing 1-0. They still have plenty of time and space to come back in this game, but there's one thing we saw from last matchup with FC Atlanta Academy. This game can get away from you real quick.
Yeah, but as you say, Kalonji, their back line's always been a strong point for them.
Say second only to Major Rovers.
Leading the way.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Kalonji player down, but play goes on.
It looks like Potlovsky is going to be knocked down for a quick moment. Really good playmaker here in the midfield. Really good one-touch passing.
Yeah, nice down the side, but defense gets there before. Knocks it out, so we'll have a throw in for Kalonji. Here approaching the 18th minute now. 1-0 Kalonji lead thanks to an early goal. This just not even a minute into the match.
Yeah.
And almost had another one, if not for a brilliant play.
No call.
And now Kalonji now gives up the ball here to Los Tigres. Los Tigres still looking to mount some offense here for the first time this match. But they've been turned away nicely so far by Kalonji. Another player down, another foul here. So a foul given, Kalonji.
Yep.
So Doffman now.
Look at this room just at the top of the pitch. I mean, so much space there. Trying to get Potlovsky to drop in deep. He's once again been their main maestro as far as we've seen on the last few plays. Bottom side, two men running.
Here it comes.
Cut inside.
On the right side, he's got a man in the middle of it. Maybe he can chip it in. No, he elects to move it back. Oh, and he goes down hard, but right outside the box.
That's the second time this game. I think that's another player. I believe the last time it was Sandoval. That looks like, is that Cross? Or is that Ramirez? Yeah, it's Ramirez traveling all the way back there. He should be the recipient of another yellow card. We'll watch it right here. Just goes around. Here's the thing. There's a man on the back post. 3 people try to stand him up. And it's just such a sloppy tackle right on the edge of the box. Very lucky that, that was just a few yards
right outside the box. It looks like no yellow was shown. Just a free kick right outside the box. So dangerous situation here for Los Tigres.
Yeah. It's almost a little bit too close. There's a bit of a Goldilocks zone of free kick a little bit farther than this, because here you want to get it over the wall, but there's not a lot of time for it to dip back under. But that's a lot of men in the wall, which means there's a lot of room for.
So a 5-man wall here for Los Tigres.
Yeah, and no one under the wall either. So he could go around it, he can go over, he can go under, but this should be a shot on goal.
Yeah,
no reason to hand it off here.
Left-footed shot here as well. Looks like.
Unless they try to lay it off for number.
They could, but no, he's going to go for it. And it gets through the wall, but it goes right at the goalkeeper, able to make the save, but couldn't hold on the rebound, and it's cleared by Los Tigres. They escape again here. Wow. How did that ball get through, Steven?
I think it just went just around the outside. Good hold there coming from the keeper. He goes just around the left of the wall. Goalkeeper's already there, so he's able to get a very strong hand to it. Never going to hold on to that one.
Doesn't attack again, and they work their way inside the box, but ball's going to go out of bounds here.
Yeah.
And the referee signals corner here
Yeah, Kalonji just laying on the pressure at this
Let's
point.
see if we can take a look at that free kick again. If we get a chance, it looked like it went through.
Yeah, it goes just around the edge of the wall. I mean, that's the thing. When you're that close, even 5 guys is not going to be enough to cover the goal. So, I mean, one way or another, it was a really good attempt. Good goalkeeping. Almost tripped up at the very end there, but, I mean, there's a lot of time to look back because we got to look forward. Kalonji, they feel like they're knocking on the door once again, and I don't even think we've seen a shot on goal yet from Strongest. 21 minutes in.
One maybe on the side of the goal, but anyway, ball comes in. Nice hands there by Ben Haynes there. So he's been called on a lot so far early in this match.
Yeah.
And he's keeping his team in this match here, even though it's 1-0.
Yeah, but, I mean, he's keeping the team in this match, but Kalonji, they are keeping this ball in the attacking third. Here comes a throw-in once again.
So Kalonji with a tremendous amount of pressure here early on. And they've been knocking on the door several times here. Player goes down here, but it's going to go out. It's going to be a throw for Los Tigres. There's a throw in here. They're going to reset now. Went out, so it's going to be a throw for Kalonji. All in white today. And, well, it looks like he got an elbow to the head there, but no call. But there is a long ball way out of the net. Could not grab it, so he headed it forward. Bit of a dangerous play there. Los Tigres has control, but the men are back, and Daphne giving chase now, and saves it from going out of bounds. There's a strong kick out the midfield. So kind of a shaky little play there by the goalkeeper Spencer for Kalonji, Stephen.
Yeah, Spencer absolutely panicking. He's outside the box. You see him put the hand up, and almost you get a Maradona hand of God moment. Thankfully for him, he used his head. Unfortunately for him, it doesn't go that far. So I mean, is thankfully bailed out by the rest of his defense coming back, and that's why it's so important. Even when your goalkeeper is sweeping up, cover him. You never know when something's going to get by, and it's good team play to make sure that Kalonji don't give up the equalizer.
So what you're saying, Stephen, is he almost didn't use his head and use his hand, but ended up using his head anyway.
Yeah, I mean, when you that far in the box, use your hand. That's a very, very bad thing to do.
You got to do what you got to do. But yeah, he almost like, oh wait, I can't grab it. I got to do something.
Yeah, you can see the panic in his eyes.
Fortunately, it worked out for him.
Sure, let's go with that. But either way.
All right, Kalonji now. There's a long ball there, giving chase. But right there is the Los Tigres defender, but tries to clear it away, but still under control. Oh, just led him too far. Had to stumble out of the gate there to try and get to that ball. There's no way he was going to get to it. So too far, too hard. So Los Tigres get a throw.
And that's what you see when you have a center forward who does drop back into that more holding position. He tends to be the one to find that secondary ball. First ball goes over the top, recovered by Sorty, who once again is listed as basically the striker of this team, and is able to distribute it again. Unfortunately for them, they're not able to find anything there, but still dominating the play. Also, I wanted to point out is this is a very fluid midfield thus far from the likes of Kalonji Pro Profile. So far, White, Pavlovatsky, and Dante are in constant rotation.
There's a long ball. I'll tend it's going to be too long. It's going to go out.
Yeah.
So just Club the Strong is just still trying to get on track here as we approach the 25th minute here.
Yeah.
Kalonji throw.
Some instructions coming through to Sumo, who checks in with his coach here at the bottom of the screen. Going to be getting a few words of wisdom potentially, but actually trying to figure out how to solve that front line. But definitely a little bit of a total football vibe coming through from Kalonji. Not quite as Dutch as a pure total football system, but a lot of fluidity in the midfield, a lot of fluidity up top.
Here's a chance now for Club the Strongest Los Tigres, but it's offside. Yeah, but you usually see Coach Bruno, he's very involved during the match. He's up, always giving instructions to his players.
Not waiting for halftime. He wants, when he sees a change, he wants it now.
Kind of yells at his players when he needs to. He's very involved during the match, as he is today so far. Kalonji past midfield now. Trying to work around the defender, gets around the defender, has control of the ball still. He's got a man in the middle. Can he get it to him? Nice goal! Oh, gosh! It would have been a nice pass, but ended up being a goal anyway. But beautiful pass across right there to the open man. And he was able to just, with his right foot, just put it past the goalkeeper. 2-0.
That's one of those ones where the shot is good, but the pass is better. Beautiful movement down this left side. In sortie, his defender almost thinks he's going to drop off here. So he just finds his way into this beautiful space. I don't know what that center back is doing. He just completely loses his man marker. But that's the strength of this swapping system, because he knows that striker typically drops off, so he doesn't have to mark him normally. But this time, Sortie makes the run with his man, gets the ball played to him by that left wing, and boom, finds himself in free space. So far, Club the Strongest have absolutely no answer to the fluidity of this Kalonji system.
So Kalonji just playing like we're used to seeing Kalonji play. 2-0 now. And Club the Strongest, they need to regroup here and not let this thing slip away from them early. We're still very early. We're in the 27th minute now.
Yeah.
But it's been all Kalonji so far, Stephen. Los Tigres player hits the turf, but no call. And here we go again. Kalonji on the attack again. This time, Los Tigres able to clear it.
Yeah, they're driving forward. I mean, I think there needs to be some sort of change in the defensive assignments for Strongest. They seem to be playing a bit of a zone system, which makes sense at this level. You're not, prepping for 3 days in advance. You might not want to play man-to-man, but with a dropping off attacker and with the fluidity out of somebody like their attacking midfielder in Dante.
And there's a shot into the box out of the stretch of the goalkeeper, and he's running. He's going to have to make sure it goes out, and he does. So it'll be a throw in here for Kalonji, but
yeah.
Bruno looks like he's pleased with what he's seen so far. He's actually took a seat.
Well, for now.
So he's happy for now.
Yeah, we'll see how long that lasts. But what I was going to say is I almost wonder if you've got to start just man-marking Dante. Get that attacking midfielder out of the game and then have your defender saying, hey, look, your job is now to follow the striker.
So top it now with the ball up. Just passes just off the mark a little bit.
There goes
but
somebody
still, Kalonji retaining possession here at midfield now, having to retreat a little bit, but could have been a bad play there for Kalonji, but Los Tigres overruns the ball there.
Yeah, this is why it's so hard to. That's why it's so hard to press the back line of Kalonji Pro Profile, because they're just solid. They are calm. Even under pressure, they're going to find the right pass. And the second you try to high press them, or you try to press up on them at all, they're going to be able to find that slide ball through, and all of a sudden they turn a high press disadvantage into an open space in the attack advantage. And right here, they're inviting Strongest forward. They want to open up room just for this, over the top, down the wing.
He's going to get, didn't quite get to it this time, but it's going to be headed out of bounds here by the defense. And just, again, Kalonji putting the pressure on here.
Yeah.
They'll have another opportunity here, another corner here.
That's Dante again making that run. That's just not a position you'd ever expect an attacking midfielder to be in. You just aren't ready for the attacking midfielder to be running toward the corner flag while the winger cuts in. And here he is, standing over the ball.
So it'll be outside in swing. Here it is. And this kind of goes over everyone. It's going to go out on the other side.
The little hop from the goalkeeper killed me. There was the attacker who came in, jumped, and then almost a second later, the goalkeeper is just, hey, oppa.
Like an autonomic response.
It's the courtesy jump.
Yeah.
We have a saying in goalkeeping called the courtesy dive. It's when a ball's not even close to going in, but you kind of give it a dive to make it look cool. I guess that's the header equivalent, but no, still a solid.
Nonetheless, strong goal kick there, 50-50 ball, won by Kalonji.
Dante.
They'll draw back here and fight for it at midfield, and it's going to go out, and it's going to go. The ball's going to stay with Kalonji here for another throw. Approaching the 30th minute now. 2-0, Kalonji Pro Profile over Club the Strongest Los Tigres in this Georgia Premier Division matchup.
I mean, this is a phenomenal home day for Kalonji Pro Profile. You could not write a better opening here. And, I mean, we're still 15 minutes away from halftime, and already similar situations to the last game we saw, but Club the Strongest, they're on the break.
On the break now. They got a man in front, and he gets around but in danger of going out, and it does. Who's it out on?
Corner
If
kick.
he hasn't got an indication now, he's going to say corner.
Yep.
For Club the Strongest. But yeah, so this is only their third match. They had a couple postponed. Kalonji has, so showing no signs of rust though. That's for sure.
Yeah, I mean they did have the week off last week because their match for City got postponed. Week 2 versus Rovers got postponed, so there's a lot more to play. But definitely in swinger.
There's a ball in, and that's too long, and that's going to go out. And Kalonji's going to take over here. So a wasted opportunity there for Club the Strongest, who they have not had many opportunities at all.
Yeah, and I think this thing we kind of saw from them earlier on in the season and during the Regional Cup as well. They, especially against strong defensive teams that they can't just beat over the top, because they do have some quality in that passing, but when they can't just directly beat someone over the top, they play the wings. They don't populate that midfield. They populate the sides. But the problem is you can't score a goal from the corners. In their against good defensively solid teams, they've struggled getting the ball from the wide areas to the center to score.
And here we go again. Break down the left side here, the left wing.
It's Dante.
Dante again, and he chips it in.
Oh, or rather, Dante actually running in. This is just total football. They're just screwing with us. They're just saying, all right, you know what? You go play center back, or you go play up forward. That was Javia up that left wing. My apologies. I think I've baited my co-commentator.
So like I said, new roster here for Kalonji, so it'll take us a little bit to get used to it. But
Pavlotsky.
Kalonji again on the attack. There's Sumo. Trying to maneuver around. The defender cannot get around him. Coughs up the ball, and Los Tigres trying to break out here. And they win the ball here. Nice play by Los Tigres. Now they're doing a charge here down on the left side. But look at Kalonji defender get back here, take that ball away. But Los Tigres trying to win it back, but still Kalonji, look at that. Able to take the ball away and charge up ahead a little bit, and
they have nerves of steel. It does not matter what position they're in. They are comfortable on the ball. And I think that's the difference maker here, really. They are just so much more calm. Maybe it's the fact they're at home, or maybe it's the fact that they got that early goal, but they're confident.
Oh, yeah.
They're not afraid to play with defenders very close, whether that's in their own defensive third or whether it's in the attacking third.
And I think that quick goal kind of shell-shocked Los Tigres a little bit, too. They just have not recovered yet. And they were conceded another one as well, so they're down 2 here as we approaching the 34th minute here. And Kalonji in complete control here, looking very much like the championship level squad that they are.
And here they come. They're pulling Los Tigres forward. They're trying to invite them into their own third of the pitch. This is really good discipline and really smart play.
Yeah, they show patience when they need to, and then they strike. And there's a long ball to Sumo, but it's going to be too long out of play. Be a throw for Los Tigres. So we thank you for joining us for this doubleheader here. We had SSL in Division I pick up their first victory of the season here, a 3-0 victory over Atlanta Academy. And here in the second of this 2-game doubleheader here, Premier Division action, Kalonji Pro Profile and Club the Strongest, 2 of the premier teams in the Premier Division. A long ball sent in. There's a fight for it, won by Kalonji.
Yeah, important game, as we mentioned before, for the playoff race. Both these teams, I don't think at the moment they're really being talked about as title contenders, or the regular season title contenders. I don't think anyone besides Dalton, Rovers, or Atlanta United are really in that conversation. That being said, these are guys that are looking for solid playoff positions. A win here for Kalonji at home would push them level, or actually I believe ahead of North Georgia United, who currently sit in third. So would give Kalonji a lot of control over their own destiny as we turn the corner, coming up on halfway through the season. We got 11 teams, which means every team will play 10 times. So you play everyone once. And that'd be huge for Kalonji, who after 4 games will have a very respectable 10 points.
Yeah, Kalonji, they do have a couple games in hand here, and they do have to a makeup match with the Rovers. There's another long ball. That's cleared away by Los Tigres into the stands.
We hope no fans were hearing that one. I know we're packed in here, but
all the fans here today are on the other side in the grandstand.
Yep.
On our side of the field here today.
A lot of very fun stadiums we get to go to here in the UPSL. A few weeks back, especially during the regional cup, we did a lot of time at Taurus Stadium. That one was nice because the fans were on the other side, so you got to see them. But fantastic accommodations and really, really fun to travel around Georgia to see all the different brands of soccer. I mean, all the way from over here, we got Birmingham West, Dalton in North Georgia, introducing us to a little bit more of that northern corridor of Georgia. There's talent wherever you look.
Yeah, it's good to see the talented teams here joining us in other parts of the state as well in both leagues.
Not to mention legends in the South, too. Everywhere you look.
So,
don't we have a USL championship team here in Georgia, too? They're way south. I think we do. But I'd say Georgia is definitely, even before we have the likes of Atlanta United, of course, taking MLS by storm.
Meanwhile, got an offside.
Oh, that's very offside. Put your hand down.
Please his case anyway, but
good luck with that, buddy.
But the Georgia Premier Division's always been, or since I've been involved with ASMG, has been one of the better divisions in the UPSL. It's up there as far as competition level goes. A lot of talented teams, a lot of talented players in this league. Makes for a fun watch. Now, Club the Strongest now looking to get something going here. The Kalonji's been doing a great job of turning away just about every opportunity here. No real chances so far.
South Georgia Tormenta. That's what I was thinking of. They're in USL 1. But, yeah, like you said, it's a great place to get the privilege to commentate. And we're still in the regular season. If you think all these games are hype, just wait till we get around to the postseason when a trip to the national championship bracket is on the line. We've had a few very respectable finishers here. Not to mention, we're talking about top teams as well. Can't talk about top teams in UPSL without talking about Rovers, who just a few weeks back, I think we're ranked 5th or 4th in the nation for UPSL teams. So certainly.
That's exactly what we're talking about, the level of competition here in Georgia. It is high. And Kalonji, they're sort. You could say they're on a bit of a mission here this year. Their last season in the UPSL
returned to
did not finish the way they liked at all, and so they would like to rectify that situation. So, and they've only played a couple matches so far, but they are unbeaten, which is not an uncommon thing to say for this team here. But we're going to get another throw here. The defensive third of the Los Tigres goes into the box. And there's a nice turn with the ball. It's going to go, kind of slips down, but kind of a ball goes out a little bit weakly there, but able to handled by the goalkeeper.
I don't think he expected his defender to go down. I mean, it was good, fair, strong play from Sorty holding up there, but he knocks the defender over. But I think he was expecting him to stay up, so he keeps leaning back. He falls over too, and he just got a hole. No fouls, but certainly a poor shot on goal.
Nice back heel by Kalonji. They switch up now. Los Tigres now. Trying to get some offense going here. Is a long ball in. Can he get to it? No, he can't. It'll be a goal kick for Kalonji. Here, getting late in the half now. We're approaching the 40th minute.
Ramirez pulling up on that. Didn't think he could get to it. I think it was close, but I think he might have been on the right side of that. Or on the, probably wasn't going to get to the side of that. And ladies and gentlemen, as we do crest in the 40th minute, I do want to point out that sky is getting a little dark. Now we have some rain potentially later on in the forecast.
Possibly.
It might be about an hour-ish away. So with any luck, we might get to finish up this game with not a drop, but we'll have to see how teams can adapt to the changing conditions as it gets nice, cool, and a little dark.
So Kalonji in no hurry now here. Just moving the ball around now. There's Dopma. Captain. Oh, that was a bit of a bad touch there. It leads to a turnover.
Yeah, poor.
Los Tigres now in control.
From
the shot in the middle. He finds the man. But again, a swarm of white jerseys take the ball away and just attempted shot there. Way, way off the mark.
Yeah.
Goal kick for Kalonji.
Uncharacteristically poor pass there from Giroux to lose the ball in the defensive third like that. And Club the strongest. I mean, yeah, they haven't had a lot of chances, but if there's one way to get them on the board, it's to find a turnover like that in the attacking third. So I think honestly that Kalonji should be, counting their stars. That that was so far off.
But exactly, Stephen. Just they need to force Kalonji to make some mistakes here.
Yeah, and I think the longer that they deny this next goal, the more potentially you can bait Kalonji into getting a little bit more aggressive. And when they get more aggressive, they open up at the back. Those fullbacks aren't able to recover as much. There's a lot being asked of them here tonight, and if you get them with some tired legs, you're going to be able to find some space behind.
Well, Kalonji now still in control here. But yeah, Stephen, the next goal is going to be very important. If Club the strongest, if they can break through, they're right back in it. But yeah, if they go down 3-0, that's going to be very tough to come back 3-0 on a team of Kalonji's caliber.
Yeah, being down 3-0 away at Kalonji, that is, I wouldn't put money on that.
All right, here we go again. But yeah, the goalkeeper's going to get to this. A little too hard though. But again,
yeah, looked like it was also going to be an offsides call as well. So
possibly, yeah. But Suma was stuck in behind that back line there. A foul here on Kalonji.
Yeah, you were mentioning that Kalonji is a very storied team, and I want to point out not only here in the UPSL Georgia, but of course in spring 2022 you had Kalonji third place in the national tournament just with up against LAFC Academy. That small indie team out from the western states, but
without a doubt, Kalonji does have a national presence in the UPSL and in the soccer world.
I do want to say, if you're talking about national presence, talk about international presence here with Club the Strongest, of course.
Exactly. Oh, here's a nice takeaway. Here, Club the Strongest with their best chance. Oh, there's a shot. Kicked out in the front. They couldn't get to it, and the ball's going to go out.
The ball just gets lost under Morales' feet. He can't get it set. He has to take one additional touch, and by the time the ball's out in front of him, it's just too late. That is a heartbreaker of an opportunity for Club the Strongest. They are starting to apply the pressure here, but you got to think that could have been the one to ignite the comeback.
Certainly the best chance Los Tigres had there. Only to come up short now. Here comes Kalonji the other way. They got numbers now. 4-on-3. Now 4-on-4. And there's offside. And Sorty just ahead of the play there a little bit. He doesn't protest too much this time. Here approaching the 44th minute. Shouldn't have too much stoppage time, I don't think.
No substitutions, only the 2 goals. I expect the space to be down 45. But we were alluding a little bit before to the international presence of Club the Strongest. We are, of course, referring to the Bolivian Primera Division team of the same title. Of course, they just won their matchup in the Primera Division up against Blooming 3-1 yesterday. Their sister team here in Atlanta, same kit, same shirt, same everything.
Yep, and they're well supported too. They get strong support from their parent club as well. Yeah, they're certainly proud of them.
Yeah, that's a lot to live up to. Certainly a lot of pressure, but, they say pressure can make diamonds. We'll have to see whether, especially with halftime right around the corner and the institutional knowledge of a team like Club the Strongest, can they make the adaptations to really lock down a very slippery Kalonji Pro profile. Those midfielders are just an enigma that Strongest have not figured out yet.
The goalkeeper for Kalonji, the Spencer, in no hurry to get the ball into play, but eventually they do as the time trickles down here.
Last chance of the half.
Yeah, it could be the last chance for either club here to do something. Kalonji now win the ball. And they're across midfield.
Oh, he's wide.
And here goes Sorty again. Oh, just could not quite get to it. Could have been another golden opportunity for Kalonji to make this 3-0 right before the half, but just not able to get to that ball. But we are in stoppage time now. We're past the 45. And did not see an indication, but as we speculate, shouldn't be much stoppage time here.
No. Referee checks his watch. I think he's about to call for the whistle. Maybe one last shot. Two. We just said thumbs up. We'll see what the fourth.
It looked like he was putting the whistle to his mouth there, but now we get a foul here. So this very well could be the last chance for Los Tigres here with this free kick here along the sideline. But they'll set up. Obviously, they'll try and get this into the box, and hopefully someone in a black and yellow jersey can get a head on it, or
you just put in that corridor of uncertainty. That's the hope.
There it goes, and it finds the head of Sorty, and it goes straight up in the air. And Kalonji gives the ball up here to Los Tigres. Spencer out of the goal here. Just scoop it up. He's going to hand it off. And there's a long kick here just in the final moments here of this half. Just expecting the whistle any time now, but we're playing on here. Almost 2 minutes into stoppage time, it looks like. Referee checks his watch. And looks like he's going to...
Well, there may be time for one more.
Yeah, one more play here. One more set. Yep.
Club the Strongest looking to line up for a long throw-in. Or he's receiving the ball. Okay. Yeah, we're going this time.
So we throw it for Kalonji. Los Tigres trying to break out of the side here, move it in the middle, but lose the ball. And it's going to be cleared once more by Kalonji. And here's a break for Kalonji. Coming down straight on the goalkeeper. Can he get by him?
What?
Oh,
no!
No.
Pass the ball!
He had Sorty, and I think he tried to pass it, but just couldn't get it to him.
No, he put that ball on net. That was a greedy opportunity. I mean, when you're 2-0 up, you're allowed to be a little greedy, and that was Sumo. Had Sorty wide open at the back post, but either way, it's still going to be a 2-0 lead firmly in favor of Kalonji Pro Profile as we go into the half. Yeah,
I mean, it looked like the ball did go off to the left a little bit, so maybe perhaps a pass. I don't know, but
no, he's going for that corner. But
regardless, though, 2-0 is our score here at the half. Kalonji Pro Profile have the lead over the Los Tigres of Club the Strongest. So, Steven, your thoughts on this first half?
Yeah, I mean, Kalonji Pro Profile did just look comfortable out there. Maybe let up a little bit in that second half. Especially towards the end there, they gave a few too many opportunities to Club the Strongest, but even when Club the Strongest got their foot on the ball to drive a shot through, they just couldn't find it. There's got to be some sort of change. So far, Kalonji absolutely running this game, and if they come out and do the same thing again, they should be walking away from Shiloh Community Stadium with a solid 3-point night.
Yeah, you see Los Tigres right now still huddled up on the field here. They're getting a talking to by the captain, I'm sure. Hey, guys, come on, we need to step it up here.
Yeah, I mean, this could be a devastating game. If Strongest lose this puts them on a 2-game loss streak up against North Georgia. They've lost to Kalonji. They're up against Dalton next week. This could start a very dangerous slide for them that only stops when they're outside the playoff position. So they know what's at stake here.
All right, so that'll do it for the first half here. We'll take a short break here. We'll be back for second half action. We'll see if the Los Tigres Club the Strongest can regroup here and get back into this game. But meanwhile, Kalonji Pro Profile enjoy a 2-0 lead. We'll be back after a short break. Don't go away, folks. And welcome back, soccer fans, to UPSL Georgia Premier Division action. Coming to you live from Charlie Jordan Field at Shiloh Community Stadium. My name is John Reno. Alongside with me is commentator Stephen Johnson. Looking at Kalonji Pro Profile, hosting the Los Tigres, Club the Strongest Atlanta. Kalonji Pro Profile enjoy a 2-0 lead here, scoring basically right off of the almost at the off of the opening whistle. So, Stephen, tell me, what do you think Club the Strongest needs to do to kind of get back into this match?
I think they need to do two things. I think, first of all, they need to get their act together defensively. The fluid way that Kalonji Pro Profile are playing a fluid front line with the striker stepping off and Dante as the attacking midfielder stepping up has been causing them a lot of problems. And then that midfield blender where Potlovsky, holding midfielder, but then White comes in cover and he moves out. They just aren't covering that midfield. They're just conceding it. They need to come up with defense responsibilities that's going to let them control that midfield. Once they do that, they just need to get their heads down. So far, especially at the end of that game, predominantly, when we're talking about attackers, Morales, number 14 for Club the Strongest, just needs to keep their head about them. So far, they have some chances. They've been sent very wide, have been good shots on goal. If they just take that step, take it calmly, they could get themselves back in the game. But if they let themselves, get wide-eyed in the moment, Kalonji are going to keep running.
You're right, Stephen. As you said, just trying to get good shots off. The few shots that they had in that half, not able to get a good shot on frame here. But Kalonji looking like the consummate champion-level team that they are, scoring right off the bat here and just in complete control of this match so far. And they'll keep on keeping on here.
Yeah, I mean, you mentioned it perfectly. With only one draw and no losses, a win here today definitely brings Kalonji into that conversation, especially the fact that we're looking at Atlanta Rovers team that did recently drop a match to Dalton. Atlanta United have 1 draw and 1 loss on the season. North Georgia have 2 losses. They are right there on pace with some of the best teams on the league. And if I look at my little matrix here, get some statistics involved, Kalonji are averaging 2.3 points per match, which is the highest in the Premier Division currently. So a little bit of a cheeky attempt going very wide, but
yeah, we are underway here. But yeah, Kalonji, even with 2 games in
Haynes
hand.
was very out of position.
Yeah, but here we go, underway in the second half here. And we thank you for joining us for the Atlantic Soccer Media Group's presentation of Georgia Premier Division Soccer here on our YouTube channel. And Kalonji, home team in the white, going from left to right this half. And the Los Tigres.
Great
Los
ball.
Tigres, just not able to find anyone in the middle there. They're in the yellow, the traditional yellow and black, going from right to left on your screen.
Yeah, and it's really been that lack of execution in that final third that has done the Strongest in. I think Kalonji have had the better chances, but Strongest have had some. They just can't, the hive mind of the attacking three just isn't quite there. They can't find the pullback. They can't find the cross.
And again, another attempt from distance, sails way high. Something that Los Tigres have been unfortunately doing all match so far.
Yeah.
Goal kick Kalonji.
Off the half volley, it's a tricky attempt to take. From that distance on a recovery ball, you're really just hoping for anything at that point. So not the most egregious attempt thus far, but you're definitely not wrong. Strongest, they just need to keep pushing. They need to find those chances to have quality finishes because they have it in them. They did not make it to the finals of the regional cup and realistically give Rovers a solid run for their money by not finishing. They have guys up top who can put the ball in the back of the net. They just need to be activated.
Yeah, I think that extremely early goal just kind of set them back on their heels.
It shocked them.
And they're still trying to recover. And Kalonji working the ball around like they do so well. Showing some patience here. Now when they find a spot here, Sorty in. Was that offside or no? But anyway, he couldn't handle the pass and a little too far in front of him, and it deflected towards the goalkeeper there. But that's what they've been doing. They've been showing patience, and then they find an opening and they go for it.
Yeah, looking just quickly at the rosters and at the lineups and at the bench, I don't believe we have yet seen a substitution in this game. Sometimes here in the UPSL, those mid-game substitutions or those halftime substitutions can come on and sneak up on us, but I don't think the benches have been gone to just yet.
Oh, here's a chance for Club the Strongest. There's a shot. It's going to go into the
That's
keeper's
the third
hands here.
one.
Just a bouncing shot, just not able to get his best foot on it.
Morales, once again. I think that's. Don't get me wrong. He's not one-on-one with net. He's not taking PKs, but he's just not giving a good accounting of himself tonight. And I would not be shocked if he was one of the first people to come off. I mean, he's getting in the right positions, but when you're a forward, you're only given so many chances of the game, and you've got to make the most out of what you get. And right now, if at least one of those shots go in, I mean, this is
Yeah, that was close there, but
sorty.
But you got to feel that on Club the Strongest, I think the starters are giving a little chance here to get something going. You got to feel like if they don't get anything going here soon, we could start seeing those substitutions.
Yeah, I mean, start changing up the game. Force Kalonji to adapt to you. That's got to be the hope. Again, through.
In the corner now, and that ball's going to go out. Just could not control it. Just a little off kilter there for Club the Strongest. The Los Tigres goal kick for Kalonji. Here in the 49th minute, early in the second half here.
And that was a good opportunity. They had two guys sitting at the top of the box. One far post, one near post. The pressure's getting to him.
Just perhaps looking to see who he can pass to and just kind of let the ball just kind of slip away from him. And meanwhile,
it's already on the ball.
Near midfield, they switch it up here. Find the open man now. They start to charge forward here. And Kalonji, they've been working that left side all match, and this one just a little too far ahead.
Yeah, that's Edition Carr who tries to drive that one right down. Really good play with the fullbacks on the white side of Kalonji. Pavlovsky dropping in here, trying to pick up. Good interception.
Shern. Now coming down that left side. Slips as he tries to pass that, but he had Sardi in the middle again. But it's unable to get it to him due to the slip there. But Los Tigres now trying to mount some offense of their own here early in the second half. Oh, here's a shot here that's, again, it's right at the goalkeeper. They make it kind of easy for him right now. Still looking for that first real good shot on frame.
Yeah, they're in the hunt. I mean, Strongest, you look at the number of shots, it's getting up there, but I don't think we have that technology yet in the ASMG, but if you take a look at XG, I promise you it's higher than you would think. But the quality of the shots taken are unfortunately just very low.
There's a long ball attempt going to be headed out of play here. Going to be a throw here for Kalonji. Two nils our score here in the second half of this Georgia Premier Division matchup, UPSL.
2-0 is a funny scoreline. It's often referred to as the most dangerous scoreline because it's just enough to lull you into a false sense of security as the team in the lead. So all it takes is one to get a comeback started. 3-0 is a much more comfortable lead where you've got a bit more of that padding.
Yeah, as we said in the first half, that when it's 2-0, that next goal is by either club is very crucial.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have some absolutely breaking news coming to you. I'm shocked. Vino Tito is currently leading North Georgia 3-0. That is
a surprise.
Dead last place Vino Tito 3-0 over North Georgia.
North Georgia
25 minutes
playing
in.
well at home even, and down 3-0. That is a surprise, Stephen.
And ladies and gentlemen, there may be a certain podcast coming that makes me look like a complete moron if that's the real scoreline, which I think it is. So, I mean, huge props to Vino Tito away from home. We'll provide you guys more updates on that as they come in. And ladies and gentlemen, we've got two screens. You can watch two games. That's over on our other channel.
Foul given there. But actually, Stephen, you did predict 3-0, but you predicted it the other way.
Yeah, I really wasn't too big on Vino Tito's chances, as they currently are 0-4, -7 in goal differential. So, didn't have the most confidence in the world, but what do I know?
All right, Daniel comes out of the goal here to scoop that up. Los Tigres now with the ball. They switch it over to the left side here. And across midfield, but the flag is up, saying it's out. And it's going to be throw in for Kalonji. So just Just some bad luck going on for Los Tigres right now. Just an unforced error there.
Yeah, in like I kind of mentioned, it's a little bit of nervy play. It's having a little less confidence in your first touch, a little bit less confidence on the exact positioning of the pass.
It's like they're feeling the pressure a little bit, Steven.
You know what? I wish I made that point. That's a great point.
So ball once more out of play here. Kalonji with a quick throw, going backwards here. Challenge here by Los Tigres. Los Tigres with the ball now with a shot attempt. Can he move it? He's moving in the box. There's a shot, and just goes wide of the goal.
That's the best. That's
on
the best,
near post.
That's the best chance that Los Tigres have had today. Absolutely phenomenal. Just a little wide in here. We'll see on the replay. It's a movement off the throw, and remember, ladies and gentlemen, it's just completely mishandled, completely guffed by the right back. Good turn to the inside to spin the defender. And, if he just puts that a little bit further to the inside, maybe that goes in. Looked like it was good coverage from the defender, but, hey, I think Strongest might just start smelling a little bit of blood in the water here.
Yeah, maybe that might get them going here, even though they're still looking for their first real good shot on goal. But that was, like Steven said, their best scoring chance so far. But meanwhile, Kalonji now threatening here as they move into the box here in the middle now. Ball poked away, but still, there's a shot off the American upright there. So that's going to be a goal kick for Los Tigres.
That is a wildly dangerous challenge from Los Tigres.
Yep.
Going to ground in the box is never a good idea. No. Sometimes it works, but it still doesn't make it a good idea.
Yeah, and if it goes badly, then you're gonna have a PK, and so yeah, dangerous play for sure. But no harm, no foul, and that ball is gonna be saved here. Nice play to keep that in, and Kalonji now on the move, having to retreat now though. Again, showing that patience. And as Steven said, just drawing Los Tigres in. Like Sardi was open there for a little bit, but they couldn't get the ball to him. Kalonji moving the ball around, looking for that opening. And now, nice move going in. He's in the box now in the middle. Can he get a shot off? He can. There's Sorty right there. And we got another goal here. 3-0.
Beautifully well worked there from the attack of Kalonji. And that's something new we haven't seen today. All these chances have been on the break, have been beating a fullback. This time, they just dribble through beautifully. Beautiful work. I think that was that number 2, Jerwoo, coming up from a fullback position to put that ball across? I think it was. I mean, I know for sure that was Sorty in on the finish, but whoever that was, he played that ball across. Take a bow.
Sorty there.
Because that was the easiest tap-in I've ever seen in my life.
Sorty is there alone on an island there. And like Steven said, the most nonchalant tap-in you think you'll ever see. But it's good for a goal. So 3-0 now is our score here. Kalonji in complete command here, and that's got to be a bit of a backbreaker here for Los Tigres. Down 3 goals now.
That may have been Sumo on the assist, which, to be fair, positionally would make a lot more sense. But either way, huge for Kalonji. And we were talking about the scoreline before. 2-0 is very easy to turn around. You just got to get 1 goal, and then boom, all of a sudden it's a 1-goal game. 3 goals down. I mean, we've seen this once at this stadium.
Oh, they're looking for a handball, and they get it. But, yeah, 3-0. That's a tough ask here to come back on a team like Kalonji. But that's what Los Tigres, that's the task that's ahead of them now. And now Los Tigres trying to mount an attack here. Nice play.
Cheeky little back heel from the defender.
Oh, a little misplay on the pass there. Los Tigres. Oh, there's a little bit of a collision there at midfield. Kalonji's going to take control of the ball. They're going to draw back again, back to the captain Daphne. Play a little back and forth there. And they'll reset. And there's a pass to no one there except Los Tigres. Passed the wrong jersey here. Los Tigres now. Los Tigres need some goals now.
You could say that. I mean, it's always tricky to play away. I mean, Kalonji, this is definitely their house. But it's a bit of a disagreement about where the ball's to be placed. But
well, Cross and Carr having a little bit of gamesmanship there. But there's the free kick. He'll send it back.
Yeah. I mean, this is a really rough run of form for Strongest right now. They just seem to have forgotten how to score. Good ball over the top. That's completely onside.
Ball over the top, but the goalkeeper's going to get there and boot it away.
Good keeping.
Yep.
Great keeping.
Good decision there to come out. Unlike one play we saw in the first match. All right.
Yes.
Now switch it over to the left side here. And there's a long ball. That's Sumo on the right side. Has control there. Trying to work his way out from the corner. Sees a man out in front. Is that? No, that's not. Drew himself into the corner and tried to put it into the middle and just cleared away by Los Tigres. Now Los Tigres now trying to get something going here. They have to get something going here. Now they got a man on the right side, but defense is back for Kalonji. Tries to move around and does. Nice move. And there tries to get in the corner.
That cannot be intentional. He controlled that off his knee to get around the defender.
And here comes Kalonji now the other way on the left side. Charging ahead.
What?
There's a challenge. Did not get the ball. He saves it from going out. He takes a shot. And it's going to go out of play.
Bench him. Bench number 4. What are you thinking? I think that's Colquitt. Just goes to ground approximately a second and a half before the attacker arrives. Watch this again, ladies and gentlemen, as we transition to this camera. That's not even close. Yeah, leaves his man completely wide open. I mean, I don't know if I agree with that shot selection, given that you're at about a 2-degree angle to goal, which also known as a very rough angle to try to score a goal from. But that was silly.
Yeah, completely whiffed on that challenge and just unfortunately looked bad doing so. But meanwhile, we got a Los Tigres player down on the pitch right now.
Is that number 4? Is that Colquitt? Because he got up and then ran to the back post. That is where he was.
Yeah, it could be. He could have maybe hurt himself a bit on that challenge, but he's back up now.
I kind of hope he slipped. Looks like substitutions are getting ready in the wings. I see number 14 for Kalonji Pro Profile looking to come on. We were not provided with a substitute roster, so good luck to that guy. Coming in soon. Probably just a sub to keep some of these legs fresh.
Indeed. Meanwhile, we have a corner that ends up going out for a goal kick here, which the goalkeeper Spencer will take for Los Tigres.
Substitute will be complete. Number 14 is coming into the game. Don't know who that is. Number 16 is coming out of the game. So that's Sorty. Our center forward.
Yeah, with a brace. He earned his rest here for the rest of the day here.
Certainly has.
All right, so Los Tigres past midfield now. Trying to work their way down the left side. There's a long ball attempt. It's going to go straight to the keeper, though. And Los Tigres jump over the goalkeeper there. So Carr with the ball on the right side. Pressure, so it's sent back to him. And now working that left side again. Long ball too far. Going to be taken by Spencer. And Los Tigres will try and break out of their half the field here. Still looking for their first goal. And here's an opportunity here, 2-0 here. And can he get around the goalkeeper? May have let himself too far ahead, and he did, and it's cleared away. But another golden opportunity for Kalonji Pro Profile. So that the Los Tigres, they dodged one there, Stephen.
Yeah, I think that was Dante, number 25, who was just in front of the ball. Or no, that was Dante with the ball. So whoever this is to his right, he's just offside, so he's not available to be played to. Having to try to take the touch around the goalkeeper to the left. Looks like another substitution potentially coming here for Kalonji Pro Profile. Number 26.
Yeah, number 26.
Still waiting in the wings. A bit of keepy ups here from Carr, who will be taking the throw in.
Moving over to where the space is here on the right side. And they'll draw it back. A little bit of pressure here by Los Tigres, but Kalonji working around, found the open man here, and now on the left wing. There's a pass in the middle, but it's intercepted by Club the Strongest.
They just can't seem to break here. They're just swarmed immediately when they get in the midfield.
Yes. Having a tough time trying to break out, but it looks like there's a foul there, so those Tigres will get their chance to cross midfield now. A long switch over to the left side. Handled by Los Tigres. They draw it back to midfield. There's a long pass attempt into the middle. It's headed forward by Kalonji, but Los Tigres with the ball now. Another shot from distance, just not enough on it, and easily scooped up by the goalkeeper. So again, just Kalonji Pro Profile really limiting Los Tigres' opportunities here. And then meanwhile, we have a long ball taken here by Kalonji. Oh, pass attempt here, just not able to get to it. Is the forward there for Kalonji. Ball's going to go out for a goal kick.
Quick update to provide to you guys is from around the league, and of course, catch it on the ASMG stream where you can watch Andre as the commentator for the matchup. Definitely a special treat. North Georgia pull another goal back 32 minutes into the game, so it is now a 3-1 advantage for Venetito in North Georgia's own house. McKeever.
McKeever with that one, yes, sir.
I mean, who else?
Mm-hmm.
It's North Georgia. That is McKeever's house. 26 going to be entering the game. Who is coming off? Come on, my guy. Turn around, please. I don't know why we don't just have, like, numbers on the front, on the back, on the side, just, like, everywhere. In giant neon. Number 6 will be coming off. That's Javia. Fantastic work this game thus far.
Oh, yeah, he was a workhorse on that left side for Kalonji today.
Okay, I believe that was
certainly involved in a couple of those goals.
So that's number 26. Once again, mysterious number 26. Who will be subbing in on that left wing side, really looking to provide the width in the attack.
All right, so back to live action here is Los Tigres. They move into the box now, take a shot. Oh, just a little too high. I think that went off the crossbar, the American crossbar. I'm pretty sure it did, but it's going to be a goal kick here for. Should be a goal kick here for Kalonji, but again, that was a. Finally got some good foot on that one, but unfortunately a little high. And off the American crossbar, it looked like. Goal kick for Kalonji. Those Tigres player was down too as well, but he's up. So
yeah, definitely some tired legs out there. So far, those two substitutions from Kalonji Pro Profile are the only subs of the game. So all of these strongest players, they've been out here for 6-7 minutes.
Rolling with the starting 11 still. All right, and now we're at midfield here. Los Tigres trying to move in.
2 runs
back. Sends it over to Brown. Brown on the right side here, but again, he's met by a couple defenders here. Knocked off the ball. Good defense once again by Kalonji. Oh, just bad touch there. Led to a turnover here. Brown with the ball now. Now he coughs it up. And finally, won by Kalonji trying to break out. Oh, there's a little poke check there.
I think there was some confusion with that far side. Multiple Kalonji players seemed to thought the ball went out, so they end up stopping the attack. Free kick coming from a dangerous position here from Strongest. 2 more substitutions ready to come in for Kalonji Pro Profile. These are a lot of subs coming on, but I think they still have the safety to do so. Yeah,
number 30 and number 21 looking to come in for Kalonji. But yeah, that was a strange play. They just kind of looked like they all just kind of stopped and just. But there was obviously it was a play on, and but still they were able to recover and prevent Brown from doing anything with that ball once he got back to it.
Yeah, it looked like a lofted ball in for a header opportunity there for Kalonji Pro Profile. They can't quite make it happen just yet. And here we go with our third and fourth substitutions of the game. Okay, so 21 checking in.
Is that Sumo came off?
I think so.
Yeah, that's Sumo.
Okay, so Sumo's off, so the entire front line is out. Who's that to the right? Is that Dante? No, Dante's still in the game. Carr. And he is not happy to come off.
No, he's not. He did not want to come off. But Bruno, I think, wants to get some players some work today with a 3-0 lead and in control of this match. Meanwhile, Kalonji now threatening on the right side now. But Los Tigres, they're back. Kalonji now going to work it, cross it over, work the left side here. There's number 26 on the ball. Takes it down to number 30. There's a cross in front of the goal and headed in by Kalonji. 4-0. And just in complete control here of this match now.
That was almost an involuntary reaction on me because that was a beautifully worked goal. Just perfectly down this left wing. Left winger with a left foot puts it across, headed just point blank at the goalkeeper, and goalkeeper can do nothing but hope. And just like that, ladies and gentlemen, at home, bench is going to get involved in celebrations too. It was so good. Kalonji Pro Profile go up 4-0 over Club the Strongest Atlanta. Club the Strongest, they're going to go for substitution number 2. Going to be checking into the game. Number 4 coming off, so that's Hakazunimana coming on. 22, Brown will be coming off.
So Kalonji Pro Profile putting on a clinic now. 4-0 is our score.
Yeah, this is a huge result for them, not only for the 3 points, but if they can keep this clean sheet, that's +4 in the goal differential column, and that's going to help them a lot at the top of the table. I mean, that would bring them level with the current top team in Atlanta United before this week on goal differential. I know they did just beat Legends, so they went up another. That's offsides. Thank you, referee.
They call it out. But the goal differential is very important. That's the first tiebreaker.
And, I mean, unless something happens here soon, I mean, I don't think this scoreline is over. And this is with a fully substitute front 3, by the way. This is not just one guy going on a hot streak. This is the second shift. This is the night crew coming in, and they're still scoring goals on Club the Strongest. It just shows you the quality that they have available to them.
Exactly. I was just going to say this shows you how deep Kalonji Pro Profile is and just how Bruno finds and produces quality players. Just this past week it was announced for Atlanta United 2 for their 2023 squad.
Yeah.
The roster is announced that 4 former Kalonji Pro Profile players are now going to be on the Atlanta United 2 squad.
Yeah, and it really just shows you how complete of a club you have to be to compete at this level. Especially at very low levels, it's easy to kind of just ride the coattails of a few players. You know, they're really good. They're going to bring you places. No, this is a league about development, which means these players are going to move on. And Kalonji is a team that has had that happen. I mean, you just mentioned with multiple players going to Atlanta United 2, and those are not the only examples of players leaving the squad for greener pastures. So the fact that you're able to keep up that high level of competition, have wholesale changes, and still be competing at the top of the league, I mean, it's just a testament to how mainstay and dominant a club that, Kalonji Pro Profile can be.
Exactly, Stephen. Yeah, it's and one of those 4 is Kareem Tamimi, who was the Golden Boot winner in the last season that Kalonji was in the Premier Division.
Looks like we're getting another substitution ready, by the way. 27 looking ready to check into the game for Kalonji Pro Profile.
So it looks like Kalonji might be using up all their available substitutions here for this match.
Huge
and
ball.
A long ball, but Hayes is going to get to it.
Or no, that's not Spencer. That's Haynes.
Yeah, Hayes.
Yep. All right, let's see substitution here is 4. Also looks like number 5. That is Marin coming into the game for Club the Strongest Atlanta. Who just checked out for Kalonji? I assume somebody. Okay, on that far side, we'll see them coming around in a bit. They should not be playing as number 5 still subbing into the game.
Right. So they'll back it up here and reset.
My guy, you turn around, please, because I need to see your number. Well, 5's going in. Martin's going in.
So
who's coming out?
Is that number 4? Is that
number 4?
Number 4. So
Colquitt. Oh yeah,
that's Colquitt. That's the one you wanted subbed out earlier, Steve.
I might have been a little bit mean-spirited, but I do recall saying sub him out, and they seem to have agreed. Yeah, I mean, very interesting challenge coming in from Club the Strongest. Are able to deny another forward push out of Kalonji Pro profile. Yeah, I mean, that back line has just been asked to do so much, and I think they're at the point where they're just done. You can only ask your defenders to do so much, and I think that limit has been reached. So, hopefully a bit of an off night for him. I definitely haven't. Typically, if I know your name, it's either because you're getting on the score sheet all the time or because you're making a lot of mistakes. I can confidently say I do not know his name, usually. So that means that he's not usually making mistakes. So once again, we just hope that it's an off night and he gets back on his feet for next matchup. But every night's a new game.
Overall, it's been an off night for Los Tigres here, down 4-0 now.
Oh yeah, he's certainly not on his own.
And again, goalkeeper having to come out of the goal. Oh, dangerous play, but he's able to get his hands on it. But just Kalonji just with chance after chance now that they're getting here. Okay. And just
Dante.
Just putting in the work today, this evening.
Dante has finally come out of the game. So that is the full attacking 4 out. Dante, Sumo, Sorty, and Jawa all on the bench. 5 new players taking their spot. 27 will be slotting in as that attacking midfielder. I mean, if they keep scoring, they really are just showing that they're just showing off at that point.
Yeah. And if you're just joining us, we're zipped along into the 75th minute now. This UPSL Georgia Premier Division matchup, Kalonji Pro Profile versus Club the Strongest Atlanta, the Los Tigres. Down by 4 goals to the home team here. My name is John Reno, alongside me Steven Johnson here for Atlantic Soccer Media Group presentation of Georgia Premier Division Soccer, UPSL Soccer, here on our YouTube channel. Thank you for joining us this evening, the second game of our doubleheader today. And it's been all Kalonji Pro Profile.
Yeah. Been a great home day. I mean, Kalonji Pro Profile shared the stadium with SSL, who, of course, used to be Kalonji, but for promotion reasons, split off and formed their own brand. Not exactly on track. Nice somersault.
Yeah, nice play. No foul. But
I don't remember that move in FIFA. I haven't unlocked it yet, I guess. But
SSL picking up their first win of the season in Division 1. 3-0 win. Well-deserved.
Yeah, but the older brother, Kalonji Pro Profile, still got to show little brother who's in charge. So they say, we see your 3-0. Let's make it 4-0. Just show you that anything you can do, we can do better. But it's been a home night to remember for the home sides. And Strongest, it's an away trip to forget.
So, Club the Strongest now at midfield. You at least want to get off, when the game's like this and it's a bit of out of hand now, and your Club the Strongest Atlanta, you want to do something positive. You at least want to get on the score sheet, get a goal here, don't you, Steven?
Yeah. I mean, we can't say it enough, especially with a loss here. A loss to North Georgia last week, a loss to Kalonji this week, and a matchup against a very, very dominant Dalton, or a very, dangerous Dalton. Hey, that rhymes. Or that's alliteration. Something's going on there. But against Dalton next week, this isn't the kind of form you want to take into that game. And, we're talking about a Club the Strongest team that may now be really in the race to even get into the playoffs.
Sure.
A single goal differential could be
exactly
what gets you in.
Yeah, even though you're down 4-0 here, even if you just get one goal, it could come into play later because of the goal differential being the first tiebreaker. So it goals do matter in this league for sure. And they matter quite a bit here. Now there's a throw for Kalonji as we're in the 78th minute now. Time starting to get short here for Los Tigres. And here the charge again
What
by
an
Kalonji Pro
audacious
Profile.
scorpion.
Wow. And now he's nice pass back to the middle, but just a little too soft. And Atlanta able to intercept that. Meanwhile, there's a hard challenge. And is he reaching his pocket? No.
I don't know if I agree with that one. That was close. I think he gets the ball first. I'm a bit confused why there's a foul. If it was just a goal kick saying that he hit it last, I would agree with that. Ball and forward, absolutely audacious scorpion kick. That's a very poor pass going back the other way. Defender tries to get around it. I don't know if that's a foul. I wouldn't give a PK there for sure. But
now
maybe a goal kick instead of. But at the end of the day, there's no card. That does not. It's either going to be a goal kick or it's a free kick from a goal kick position. It's effectively the same thing.
Exactly. So, goal kick there for Los Tigres. They drop it back now. There's the captain, Dafma, now still in the match. Kalonji Pro Profile stalwart.
7 members in front of this ball. They just all want to score at this point.
Yeah, it's when you see your teammates score, and when you want to get one for yourself here when you're up 4-0.
It's a very compact back line. They have a lot of room to switch.
And there's another header right on frame here, and luckily Hayes was right there to grab that ball. But just another great header attempt by Kalonji Pro Profile, and that's how they scored about half their goals this afternoon. There's a player goes down here, one of the Tigres players, number 8, going down here. So it will be a free kick, foul given. And I saw a yellow flash. I was looking, that was away from the ball where I was looking, but I think I saw a yellow card. Steven, did you catch that?
I think number 13 there for Kalonji Pro Profile, if anyone. I don't have that person on my sheet, so seemed, if anything, it was a little bit of dissent. I do think that the referee got the call wrong on foul, but I think he was looking at an angle where I really can't blame him.
So nonetheless, yellow for Kalonji.
I don't know why you. If anything, I think that was for dissent, and I don't know why when you're up 4-0 you feel the need to argue with the referee about a free kick in the middle of the pitch. It's an emotional game. Let's just say that.
Exactly.
Passionate match.
Exactly. Even you're out there, you're giving it your all, and you see something you think is very wrong. You need to hold back, especially like I said in this situation. You're up 4-0. There's no reason to give any sort of dissent to the officials.
Yeah.
So meanwhile, long ball into midfield, won
Offsides.
by Kalonji, and they raise the flag. But yep, you called it, Steven, offside.
Yeah, he just started his run a little bit too early. You saw the hesitation, like he started moving and then he realized the ball hasn't been kicked yet. But during that, he just drifted into an offside position. And we saw the same thing with the FC Atlanta Academy game, where sometimes when that back line just starts getting really tired and not wanting to deal with the game anymore after 4 goals the other way, they are less likely to move back. And that means, almost ironically, the offside trap is that much more effective. When the defense doesn't want to move, offside is a lot harder to beat.
Kalonji with attempt to get that ball in the middle, headed away nicely by Los Tigres.
3 seconds back up.
Kalonji with control. They'll look to drop it back here, and they do. Doffman's going to have to give chase, but he's in no hurry now. Time is getting very short now in the 82nd minute, and pretty much say this one's over, Steven.
Yes, I would say.
And here, down the left side, onside this time is number 20. Oh, nice fake move, and he goes inside, takes a shot off the goal post. He almost had the far post, or inside the far post, but it goes off the goal post. Wow.
What an angle he just hit it on. He's a right-footed, so he turns into his outside foot, gives him a little bit of space. It looked like it hit off the inside of the post, but then somehow came out. And from that angle, that almost defies physics.
Yeah, just inches away from being the 5th goal here for Kalonji.
Unlucky does not begin to cover that. That is improbable that ball is not in the back of the net right now, but maybe
And that was
the
a
universe.
nice fake he put on the defender as well to set himself free for that attempt. It was a beautiful play. Just did everything right except just that ball just not go into the back of the goal. And
it's often one of the most unappreciated attacking moves in football. It's just the little shoulder drop. So many guys, they want to show off, their flick. They want to show you their back heel. They want to show you their spin. They want to show you their step over. But sometimes it's just that little movement to give you that half inch of space, that half yard of space, rather, that can be the most effective.
Oh, yeah. And he used that one to great effect there and almost got himself a goal there.
Yeah.
And a 5-0 lead for Kalonji. But stays 4-0 here into the 84th minute now, approaching the 84th minute. And this one's all but over. And Kalonji you got to admire the way they played today. They've, Club the Los Tigres, they're a good team. And they were just able to thwart them at just every opportunity. And just like I said, they've only had a couple chances. And really, I can only recall like maybe one good shot on goal here for Los Tigres.
Yeah, I think they had a few opportunities, but they really just couldn't convert any of them. I feel like I missed a round of Club the Strongest substitutions because I see Danielle and Morales here on the sideline when they're supposed to be on the pitch.
Oh, here's a breakdown for – nice challenge there. The goalkeeper coming out of the goal gets his body on it, but still
Great work from the goalkeeper.
Good play. Good play there by Spencer there. Coming out of the goal to stop that first attempt. Ball doesn't go out, so Los Tigres have another opportunity, and fortunately Spencer was able to grab it out.
And this is just a ball played straight through from the goalkeeper. Great header to flick it on. And just, comes out to meet the ball, able to deflect it. Thankfully, referee giving you a second or two to recover because he took that was a full power shot. He just took point blank and in a great deflection. And also a great way to recover, get in position, and to hold the second one.
Excellent recovery there. And your first real bad lapse by Kalonji we've seen today.
Yeah.
Led to that opportunity for Los Tigres.
That wasn't even in that lapse. That was a beautiful ball. Like, that was a ball played from the goalkeeper with a deft little flick on at the top. I mean, you just don't draw that up unless you're in the Premier League. I mean, that was phenomenal. And ladies and gentlemen, we do have some updates for you. I did mention that Danielle and Morales had come off. Looks like Jaja and Pereira were the two who subbed in. Potential fifth substitution coming in here soon from
number 18 for Los Tigres.
Escamilla, number 18 for Club the Strongest, Los Tigres.
Yeah, but lapse really meaning the first time this match that Kalonji really didn't have the play covered there.
I think it was the first through ball that's made its way through the Kalonji defense. And I mean, if there's a pass that was ever going to do that, that's the one.
Yeah.
But they didn't score off the back of it, so.
There's a quick free kick there, and the referee says, no, let's back this up. Let's do this again here.
Yeah. When the referee's engaged in conversation, he's not going to let a quick play go through like that.
It is still a little dark here. We had started to get overcast, but no rain, fortunately, and it looks like we're not going to get any here.
Well, with any
before
luck,
this match concludes.
But anyway, hopefully all of us are home before that starts following.
Yeah. So free kick here. Looks like they're set up with a four-man wall here for Kalonji. Let's see what Los Tigres can do here and break up this clean sheet on young Mr. Spencer. And it does trickle through the wall, and it's scooped up.
Yep. The wall do their job.
Yep, and Spencer, he's going to, in no hurry, but he does roll it out with a couple of Los Tigres players around. So
he has some confidence in his defenders. I mean, there's no reason, especially when the defender's staying in front of you. The ref's never going to count you for that. He's never going to call delay a game when you have a defender stalling it in your face.
No.
What a chip.
Yes, great chip forward, but Haynes is going to get to it, scoop it up. But, he definitely would had more time to.
Yeah. These guys are just at practice. They're just out in the schoolyard right now.
Mm-hmm.
That's the kind of play that we're seeing from Kalonji Pro Profile. They know that the game's done. They know that this is their chance to just enjoy playing against an opponent who's just been so defeated.
Yeah, we're past the 87th minute now. Going to get a throw here for the home team.
18 coming on 9. Jacobo coming off. Number 18, that is Escamilla coming on. That'll be the 5th substitution for Club the Strongest Release, the 5th that we have identified. Ramirez is also on the bench. So that means Ramirez came off at some point, which means we need to play another round of who's on the pitch. So I'll get back to you when I figure that one out.
Both teams.
Back to you.
Both teams pretty much almost using their full complement of subs here. As I mentioned before, you get 7 in the UPSL. And so Los Tigres players having a little discussion with our referee right now. And that's what we're waiting on.
Yeah.
So I guess their referee says his piece and says play on, and we do, and throw in now.
Number 8, Siraj, is the other substitution for Club Strongest Atlanta. So I currently have 6. For all you playing along at home, let me know if you guys found any more than me, but 6 seems to be the high score.
I don't know about that little play there with the number 27 there.
That's dangerous.
Hitting the turf there. But anyway, back to the left side here. And again, Kalonji pro profile looking for more here. They're working away in the box on the left side. Cross attempt there, blocked by the defense. And they'll pull it back now. Work it back in the middle. About 15 yards out, takes a shot, goes way over the goal. Goal kick for, maybe just a time waster now. We're approaching the 90th minute now. And I don't imagine we'll have a whole lot of stoppage time this half either, Steven.
No, 2-3 minutes really feels right for me. I mean, there have been some more goals, but you really just can feel the mood on the pitch. I mean, this game's over. So I think the referee is going to put as little time as he can get away with because there's really not much more of this game to be played.
All right, now Kalonji.
He's offside.
Trying to work in. He able to get in, but he's going to be offside.
Just this half second too early. I mean, it looked like they looked at each other. That's always what you do when you're a runner. You try to, get eye contact with the guy with the ball, and then you start. But it was almost like they got eye contact. The player with the ball hesitated for, half a second, and then it's just too late. And once again, it's the classic, the defense doesn't want to run anymore offside trap. It is deadly in stopping attacks.
Right.
And ladies and gentlemen, 90 minutes.
90 minutes, yes, sir. So we'll see how much time we have. Shouldn't be much, but definitely in the final moments here of this match. And an impressive outing today by Kalonji Pro Profile. Looks like they will take this one. Well, they will take this one, but will they keep that clean sheet?
Yes.
Steven says yes. I think I agree with him. And the foul here.
Yeah, free
Player
kick
goes down.
There's no reason why they don't just set this up and ask for steps. Or actually, it's far enough away. Maybe just a quick kick. But, yeah, I think this is a phenomenal outing here today from Kalonji Pro Profile. This really has been their biggest competition of the season. And they're up. That's a little silly. I think a few of us are checked out here. But
just took his eye off the ball there, obviously,
Yeah.
and it goes out. So but, again.
Maybe already focusing on, what's dinner going to be after the game. Maybe got special someone to call after the game. Mine's already there, but I mean they've all earned it.
Here we go. Ill-advised back heel leads to him springing free, and there it is. A goal and stoppers. They find their 5th.
That is mysterious, number 26. That is going to put this game to rest. +5 on the night. Kalonji Pro Profile. There's only one thing to say. They're back. Anyone who questioned whether or not they're in the playoff race, they are. They 100% are. Atlanta United have stumbled. Rovers have stumbled. Kalonji, they play their cards right. They're not just looking at a playoff berth. They're looking at the regular season title.
And that's what they want, too. They're used to winning that title. They're used to winning the playoff championship as well, and that's their goal this year as well, coming back into this UPSL for this season. And like I said, they're putting everyone on notice. Like Steven said, we're back. 5-0. Just a dominant performance today by the home team. And this one is definitely over, but the shouting here.
And
there we go. That's it. The referee says that is it, and we have reached full time. And that's it, folks. Kalonji Pro Profile in this UPSL Georgia Premier Division matchup versus the visiting club, the strongest, Atlanta Los Tigres. Unfortunately, get dominated today. Fall 5-0 to the home team today.
Yeah,
Go ahead, Stephen.
With that performance, that moves Kalonji up to 10 points after 4 games. Obviously, there's some big competition left here. They drew versus Dalton. They haven't played Rovers yet. And then Atlanta United and North Georgia at the end of the season. But what a performance here tonight. This was not a match. This was a statement here for Kalonji Pro Profile. And, yeah, I think with that, it's just you can't really say anything else. There's nothing to say. They said it all. But one team that may have a thing or two to say, or that we may have to say about, is Club the Strongest. And this is starting to feel like a team in a little bit of a crisis.
Yeah, they'll definitely have to regroup. But what a statement match. A great football display put on today by Kalonji Pro Profile. Bruno's going to be very happy with this result today.
Yeah.
But that is going to do it here. We'll just wrap this up here.
Well, one thing I want to say, because ladies and gentlemen, if you're a big soccer fan, especially here in Georgia, we have a bit of a treat for you. There is still another half of a game going on. I just wanted to quickly, Yumi, just chat for a second about the current state of that game. It's Venetito versus North Georgia over on the other ASMG stream. Currently, Venetito lead North Georgia 3-1. And I cannot stress enough what a seismic shakeup that would be to the bottom of the table if that result does go through.
Yeah, it would definitely be an unexpected result for sure, but Venetito just saying, hey, don't count us out now.
Yeah. Venetito, they just haven't gotten off to any sort of start. Before the season was starting, we were saying Venetito versus City is probably the battle for relegation. City won that match. They have 3 points.
And you can watch the conclusion of that match on our YouTube channel at Atlanta Soccer Media Group. But I think that will wrap us up for here, though. On behalf of our engineer and cameraman, Larry Weaver, extraordinaire, what didn't he do today, keeping us on the air. My name is John Reno. Alongside me, expert analyst and commentator Stephen Johnson. You've seen Kalonji Pro Profile 5-0 victory here today in the UPSL Georgia Premier Division matchup. We'll see y'all next time on the pitch. You have a good night, everyone.
Go say it, Andre, for us.
This has been a presentation of the UPSL. Any use of this broadcast without the written consent of the Atlantic Soccer Media Group is prohibited.